Magnesium is often one of the most overlooked nutrients when it comes to leg health, especially after the age of 60, yet it plays such a central role in how your muscles feel, how they move, and how comfortably you sleep at night. When you think about what your legs do all day, walking, balancing, bending, lifting, carrying your body weight, it makes sense that they rely heavily on minerals that help muscles contract and relax smoothly. Magnesium is the mineral that allows your muscles to switch off when they're supposed to, and without enough of it, muscles can stay partially contracted even when you're lying down trying to rest. That's why people with low magnesium often experience nighttime cramps, those painful Charlie horses, or a deep sense of tightness that never fully goes away. After 60, magnesium levels naturally decline because the body doesn't absorb it quite as efficiently, and stress, certain medications, and even digestive changes can drain magnesium further. When magnesium runs low, your muscles feel it first, especially the big muscles in your legs that work the hardest throughout the day. What makes taking magnesium at bedtime so helpful is that it lines up perfectly with the body's natural rhythm. Evening is when your muscles begin shifting out of activity mode and into repair mode, and giving them magnesium right before sleep is like handing them exactly what they need to unwind. People often describe an almost immediate sense of relief after taking magnesium consistently at night. Less twitching, fewer restless legs, fewer sudden cramps that jolt them awake, and a general sense of ease in the calves and thighs. It also supports deeper sleep, which allows muscles to repair more fully, making your legs feel stronger and more refreshed the next day. Magnesium doesn't just help muscles relax physically, it helps calm the nervous system too. That's important because tension, anxiety, and daily stresses all tighten the body without you even noticing. When your nervous system is overworked, your muscles stay tight, and the first place people tend to feel that tightness is in their legs. Taking magnesium at night helps soothe both the muscles and the nerves, creating a double layer of support that becomes even more important with age. Many adults over 60 don't realize they're low in magnesium because the signs are so easy to blame on aging, stiffness, cramps, slow recovery, or that heavy feeling in the legs. But when they start supplementing, they often notice changes within days or weeks. Movements feel smoother, getting out of bed feels easier, and even walking can feel lighter because the muscles aren't fighting against tightness. The beauty of nighttime magnesium is that your body uses the quiet hours of sleep to absorb and distribute it without competing demands from digestion, activity, or stress, allowing your legs to finally release some of the tension they've been holding onto throughout the day. Vitamin D plays a much bigger role in leg strength and stability than most people realize, and this becomes especially important after the age of 60, when natural vitamin D production begins to decline. Even if someone spends time outside or lives in a sunny climate, the skin simply doesn't convert sunlight into vitamin D as efficiently as it once did, which means the body may not be getting enough of this essential nutrient to properly support muscles. Vitamin D is often called the sunshine vitamin, but it could just as easily be called the strength vitamin because of how closely it's tied to muscle function. Healthy muscles depend on vitamin D to contract and relax properly, and when levels are low, people may notice that their legs feel weaker, shakier, or more fatigued than usual. Some people describe their legs as feeling heavy or unsteady, while others notice difficulty climbing stairs, standing up from a chair, or keeping their balance when walking on uneven surfaces. These small changes in strength and control can add up over time, especially as the body ages and naturally loses some muscle mass. Taking vitamin D at night can offer a gentle and supportive way for the body to use this nutrient during sleep, when many of the hormonal and cellular repair processes naturally take place. While the body rests, vitamin D can assist with the internal steps that support muscle fibers, helping them recover from daily activity and maintain better function for the next day. This nighttime timing also works well because the body is not distracted by movement, digestion, or stress, so the nutrient can be used more efficiently within the natural repair cycle. Vitamin D also works closely with calcium, which is not only essential for bone health but also plays a major role in muscle performance. Without enough vitamin D, calcium cannot be absorbed or used effectively, and that can indirectly affect how strong and steady the legs feel. Many older adults discover that when they correct low vitamin D levels, their legs begin to feel more reliable. Their movements feel smoother, and some of the fatigue or wobbliness they once felt becomes less noticeable. Another important aspect is how vitamin D influences balance. The nerves and muscles in the legs rely on clear communication signals, and low vitamin D has been linked to a feeling of instability that many people assume is simply part of aging. Supporting the body with enough vitamin D may help restore more coordinated muscle function, which is especially valuable for anyone who wants to stay active, mobile, and confident on their feet. Even subtle improvements can make daily tasks easier and reduce the hesitation that sometimes comes with getting older. Many people find that once they begin taking vitamin D consistently in the evening, they wake up with a renewed sense of strength and stability, noticing that their legs feel more capable of carrying them through their day with less strain or effort. Vitamin B12 plays a powerful yet often underestimated role in how strong and steady the legs feel, especially after 60, when natural absorption begins to decline. Many people assume that feelings of weakness, tingling, or unsteadiness in the legs are simply part of aging, but in reality these symptoms can often be connected to low B12 levels. This vitamin is essential for the health of the nervous system, and since nerves are the communication lines between the brain and the muscles, any disruption can affect how the legs perform. When B12 levels drop, the nerves may not carry signals as quickly or clearly, which can lead to sensations like numbness, pins and needles, burning, or a buzzing feeling in the legs and feet. These sensations may come and go, or they may show up at night when the body is resting. Over time, if the nerves aren't properly supported, the muscles can feel weaker because they're not receiving strong, consistent signals that tell them when to move, how to balance, or how much force to use. This is why some people describe their legs as feeling unsure or unresponsive, almost as if their muscles are not reacting the way they should. Taking B12 before bed can be especially helpful because nighttime is when the nervous system naturally resets and repairs itself. During sleep, the body isn't busy processing meals or managing movement, so nutrients like B12 are free to support nerve cells more efficiently. B12 helps maintain the protective coating around nerves known as myelin, which keeps signals running smoothly. When this coating is strong, messages travel faster and more accurately from the brain to the legs. When it's weak, signals can slow down or become distorted, and muscles may not function as well. By taking B12 at night, the body gets the chance to restore this protective layer more effectively, which can lead to improvements in strength, stability, and overall leg function over time. Another important part of B12's role is in supporting red blood cells, which carry oxygen throughout the body. Muscles rely heavily on oxygen to perform well, especially the large muscles in the legs. If the body is low in B12, red blood cells may not form properly, reducing the amount of oxygen delivered to the muscles. This can lead to fatigue, heaviness, or that dragging sensation in the legs that many older adults experience. When B12 levels are restored, oxygen delivery improves, and the legs often begin to feel more energized, less sluggish, and more capable of handling daily movement. Many people notice that once they begin taking B12 consistently at night, they wake up with less tingling, fewer nerve sensations, and a greater sense of control in their legs when they stand or walk. As the body ages, the stomach produces less acid, and stomach acid is necessary for absorbing B12 from food. This means that even if someone eats a balanced diet, they may still not be getting enough B12 into their system. Supplementing becomes a practical way to bridge that gap, helping the nerves stay healthy and the muscles stay responsive. People who begin supporting their bodies with B12 often describe feeling steadier on their feet, more coordinated, and more confident in their steps. These improvements may seem subtle at first, but they can make a meaningful difference in everyday life, helping maintain independence, mobility, and comfort as the years go on. During the day, the body is constantly busy managing movement, stress, digestion, thinking, and everything else that demands energy and attention. But nighttime is when the real healing and rebuilding happen. As soon as you fall asleep, your body switches into a different operating mode, shifting from activity to repair. And this natural transition makes bedtime the perfect window for giving your body nutrients that support your muscles and nerves. When you take vitamins like magnesium, vitamin D, and vitamin B12 at night, you're essentially fueling the body right when it's most prepared to use those nutrients efficiently. Muscles that have been working all day finally get a chance to relax and reset, and nutrients that help with recovery have fewer distractions in the system, allowing them to be absorbed and utilized more effectively. The body's internal repair systems operate at their highest levels during sleep, which is when muscle tissue is rebuilt, nerves restore their communication networks, and hormone levels steady themselves. This is why people often wake up feeling either refreshed and ready or sluggish and stiff depending on what their body had available during these repair cycles. When nutrients are taken at night, they work quietly behind the scenes, supporting the processes that strengthen muscles, calm the nervous system, and improve overall function. Magnesium helps muscles release tension, and since nighttime is when muscles naturally relax, taking magnesium then enhances that relaxation in a natural way. Vitamin D supports the signals that tell muscle fibers how to function properly, and this signaling is especially active during sleep because the body is recalibrating and balancing itself. Vitamin B12 provides the building blocks for nerve repair, and nighttime gives nerves the time and calm environment they need to restore themselves without competing demands. This combination of nutrients works in harmony with the body's natural rhythm, making the nighttime hours a powerful period for strengthening and restoring the legs. The idea of nighttime repair isn't new, it's part of how human biology has always worked. Every night, the body cycles through stages of sleep that prioritize different types of healing. Deep sleep focuses heavily on physical restoration, including tissue repair and muscle growth. When the legs are supplied with the nutrients they need before these stages begin, the repair is more complete, and the muscles wake up feeling less tight, less fatigued, and more responsive. Many people notice that when they take supportive nutrients in the evening, they fall asleep more easily. Their legs feel calmer, and they no longer wake up to cramps or tension that used to disturb their rest. Over time, the difference becomes noticeable in daily movement as well. Steps feel more stable, climbing stairs feels less draining, and standing for longer periods becomes more comfortable. By aligning nutrition with the body's natural sleep cycle, you're not forcing anything or working against your body, you're simply supporting what it already wants to do. The quiet hours of sleep are a gift, a built-in opportunity for the body to repair, strengthen, and prepare for another day. When nutrients are taken at the right time, they can amplify these natural processes and contribute to stronger, steadier legs and a more energized start to the morning. Small daily habits have a powerful impact on how strong and steady the legs feel after 60, and the combination of hydration, gentle movement, and consistent nutrient support can create meaningful improvements over time. Many people overlook how interconnected these simple habits really are, yet the body thrives on routine and responds incredibly well when it receives steady, balanced care. Hydration, for example, plays a much bigger role in muscle comfort than most people realize. Even slight dehydration makes muscles more prone to cramping, stiffness, and fatigue, especially in the legs where the largest muscles work the hardest. When the body doesn't have enough fluid, electrolytes become unbalanced and muscle fibers can tighten or misfire. Drinking water throughout the day, not just a big glass at night, keeps the muscles supple and helps them respond better to movement, stretching, and nighttime repair. Hydration alone won't fix everything, but it creates the foundation the muscles need to function smoothly. Movement is another daily habit that becomes even more important with age. After 60, the body naturally loses some muscle mass every year, unless those muscles are being used regularly. The good news is that the movement doesn't have to be intense or exhausting. Gentle daily activities like stretching the calves, walking around the house or garden, doing ankle circles, or rising onto the toes and lowering slowly can all help keep circulation flowing and prevent stiffness from settling in. Muscles rely on movement to bring fresh oxygen and nutrients into the tissue, and when you combine that movement with proper hydration and bedtime vitamins, the results can be surprisingly noticeable. Even 5 minutes of light stretching before bed can prepare the legs for a calmer, more restful night, helping the nutrients you take work more effectively once you fall asleep. Consistency is where everything comes together. Supporting the legs with magnesium, vitamin D, and vitamin B12 at night is most effective when done regularly rather than once in a while. The body responds best to habits that repeat day after day, creating a steady stream of support for the muscles and nerves. Over time, these small efforts can transform how the legs feel. Many people start to wake up with less stiffness, fewer cramps, and a greater sense of confidence when walking. Steps feel more secure, balance improves, and everyday activities like standing up from a chair or climbing stairs become easier than they used to be. This steady improvement doesn't happen all at once. It accumulates quietly, forming a gradual but meaningful shift in strength and comfort. What makes these simple habits so powerful is that they work together rather than separately. Hydration helps muscles use minerals. Movement helps muscles absorb nutrients. Sleep helps muscles repair. And nighttime supplementation gives the body the raw materials it needs to do that repair work more effectively. Each part supports the next, creating a cycle of care that your body depends on as it gets older. With a little consistency and attention to these daily actions, anyone over 60 can encourage stronger legs, better mobility, and a more confident sense of independence that carries into every part of life.